Well, hello there, everybody. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm trying a new platform. Um, yeah, you know, trying to go the economical route, we'll say. So I decided this is Melon, as you can see. Hi, Howl. How are you? Um, so I have some cards for us tonight and have some music until my phone dies, and then we'll go to plan B, right? Hey, Natasha, good to see you. Yay! Thank you for letting me know that you can see me. Hi, Kim. Good to see you too. So, tonight I have two decks. Don't forget that over on Facebook, you can send me stars. Okay, you can send me stars if you feel like it. Not necessary, but you can. And I hear you, How. I bet everybody is going through something right now, and especially the two of you, okay? Um, but tonight, just so you know, I'm going to be pulling quick cards for people. And I have the Whispers of Healing deck, okay, which is by Josephine Wall over here, see? She's the one that did the artworks. That's who I'm going to say it's by, okay? And then I have the Good Tarot, which is by Colette Baron Reed. Okay. So, hey, Miss Loretta. Hi, Heidi. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Just like I was yammering on, I will let you guys know too that I'm on Twitch right now too. Don't know. Don't know how that's looking over there in Twitch land, but hey, I'm over in Twitch. Um, So, yeah, because that is what Melon can do. Hey, Wendy. Hello, hello. So, let me get all of these cards out. So, did you know right now that the sun is throwing out some. Hey, Miss Sierra made it. Did you know that the sun is throwing out massive waves of energy at us? Just like kind of like the stars behind me up above me here, if you can see that. Um, so it's causing a lot of. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Thank you. So it's causing a lot of havoc for everybody, for everyone. And many of the rabbit holes that I have gone down concerning this, and there's been many. Everybody has a different thought. Everybody has, hey, Elaine. Everybody, my cat's going crazy in the background. You hear her? She's playing with some catmint. She's going to be higher than a kite. Not catnip, but catmint sends her over the edge. We're just going to ignore that for right now, okay? I'll deal with it later. But anyway, so one of the many, many rabbit holes I went down, everybody, is have you read about what they're saying about the moon? I mean, they're saying, that it basically is projecting what we see and projecting our world and projecting all this other stuff. I told you it's a rabbit hole and it's a conspiracy theory. So it's a little out there. It's a little out there, okay? And so, with what the sun is doing right now, they're saying that the sun is actually counteracting that. And that's why so many people are receiving downloads right now, meaning ringing in the ears. A lot of people are having trouble with their blood pressure. Hey, Lisa, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in. Go do some cards, as I was saying earlier. And don't forget the stars. Stars, yes, stars. On Facebook, you can send me stars if you like, because they signed me up for that. I did not. I mean, I accepted, but they offered it to me, which I was like, why you offering me stars? Because I question everything that Facebook does nowadays, to be honest with you. So, tonight, as I said just a few moments ago, I am going to Whispers of Healing and the Good Tarot. Okay? Now, I'm going to do readings tonight, but they're going to be quick. Quick. Okay? So, I know it's really weird the other day, Natasha. It really was. And this weekend, it's supposed to be here in Ohio. It's supposed to be in the 30s, and we're supposed to have snow again. Now, remember what I said the other day when I was in the park was that there's one more time that the frogs were to be frozen over, right? Because that's what happens. Old farmers and the farming mentality and the farming wisdom is that the peepers, right, the frogs in the spring, they actually need to be frozen over 3 times before it's actually spring. And so this will be the last time, if I counted correctly. Just so you know. Sierra says that her ears have been ringing. You figured it was a problem. Hey, it kind of is. I mean, I know for me, it's been kind of wild. Yeah. Cause when was it? Just last week? Not this past Saturday. Was it this past Saturday? Yes, it was this past Saturday, everybody. Oh, see how burned out I am? Other than by looking at my hair? Hello, Allison. Hello. So I actually did a like a holistic fair at this place called Hallowed Grounds Coffee in the Middletown, which is, as the some people called it, Mayberry, Ohio. If you're familiar with the what was that? The Andy Griffith show, right? From like the 70s or the 60s or something. It's the first show that Ron Howard was ever in. But anyway, so they call it Mayberry, okay? Um Yeah, Heather, good to see you. Miss Heather, everybody, Miss Heather over here is actually going to be taking my photo. So we're going to see what that looks like. You should check out some of her work. I don't know if she has a website. If she does, she's more than welcome to post it. Strike up some business for yourself there. Okay, Heather? So there you go. And that, yeah, Miss Sierra was there. Hi, Adriana. Oh, thank you. It has all the phases of the moon on it. Yes, they are. All the phases. And what do you guys think of the format of this? Do you like it? What's the general consensus? Elaine's ears have been ringing. Everybody's ears have been ringing. Mine too. You love this shirt. Thank you. It was a gift, actually. I've had it for quite some time. And personally, the favorite of what I have on, I have a couple things. I have my Uncle Buster's ring that was awarded to him by the Belgian government in World War II. It's sterling and has his initials on it with the 9th Armored Tank Division badge that they wore right here on the front of it. with CCB, which was the part of the 9th Armored Tank Division that he was in. And yeah, he was part of the Battle of the Remagen Bridge. And that's one of my favorites. Another favorite is Turquoise Ring that my grandmother gave to my father and then was passed down to me. So there's that. And then I have this fancy. And I hope you can see that's a little sarcophagus. So these are all scarabs and sarcophagi, and from the 1920s. So yeah, because I'm totally into Egyptian stuff. So that's me. And enough about fashion. Get to sending me stars, people, okay? And I cannot see whatever Hal sent me. I'm sure he sent me some funky little emoji of like an eye roll or something. But I get it. Hal, fashion is just not your scene. I get it, okay? So let's get to these cards, shall we? Now, this is going to be quick, everybody. Now, as you know, I usually, I'm trying to find some music. Yeah, stars on Facebook. You can send me stuff. Oh, thank you, Hal. Thank you. So yeah, you can send me stars. Remember, what's her name from The Lost Boys? When Jason Patrick asked her name, she's like, Star. And that saxophone player. What was with that saxophone player in the Lost Boys movie? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what was with that saxophone player in the Lost Boys movie? I swear. Anyway, so oh, Natasha, come on now. Come on, look what she said. We all have our moments right now. You guys will come back here and no, thank you. Adriana has never watched that movie. You have never watched that movie from the 80s? Oh, oh my goodness. You gotta watch that. You gotta watch it. Everybody, tell Adriana. Look, she says she's never watched it. Oh my goodness. Girl, you gotta watch it. All right? Now, so, just for that, Adriana is first. Okay? Now, right now, if you can hear the music, it's The Lace Maker by This Mortal Coil. I highly recommend it. It helps put me into kind of a trance state because I am a trance medium, which sometimes I don't like to be honest with you. But yeah, okay. And so that's me. And I'm primarily a palm reader, as most anybody online here would tell you. So, Adriana, where are you? There you are. Listen, I was in band too. I played trumpet. I wasn't in drama though, but I was quite dramatic, as you can probably guess. And I found time. Okay? I found time. But Adriana, you're getting a card. And you're getting a card from the Good Tarot. Hey, Kimberly Lynn. I don't know how. I still have my questions about trance. Because it's really odd just to not be in your body and see somebody else kind of make it move and talk through it, and to watch your face kind of that transfiguration that kind of takes place and everything, and your voice changes, and you're just standing there like, excuse that, but you know what I'm getting at. It's like, what do I do here? But that's what happens. So I did this event last Saturday. It's quite burned out by it. And my uncle, everybody, if you did hear about my uncle, know that my uncle he's doing really good, knock on wood. You hear that, right? Knock on wood. He's been discharged from the hospital. His brain bleed stopped. He's got his wits and faculties and sarcasm and sardonic humor about him. He can see everything, whereas before he lost part of his vision because of the bleed and the stroke, that went with it. And it was just like a real healing occurred. So, yeah, it was like his wife got to the hospital and he's like in his jeans and his shoes and is like, come on, I want to go home. And she was like, what? So then she calls my mom and is like, Frog wants to go home. That's his family nickname, is Frog, because his voice changed when he was so young and it sounded like a frog, so it stuck. So my Uncle Frog, he was just like, get me the hell out of here. But Adriana, here's your quick card. All right. That's why your name is on the screen. Thank you, everybody, for anybody who sent out any kind of energy or just even a thought for him, my family. Thank you very much. I really do. I thank you. Okay? So, Adriana, here's your card. Page of Air. So, these are swords. This is the equivalent of the messenger, right? This isn't the ace. This is what would be called a princess or a prince card, right? So this is, you are receiving a message. Don't kill the messenger. Understand that things have been brewing. Some conflict. Swords are always about conflict of some kind. And if you notice, there's one falling feather coming from the sky. And you can see it. You can see it from a distance. So what are you going to do? Because the next one up is actually the knight. So are you going to go into battle? Remember, a sword has two edges to it, Adriana. And this could be in any aspect of your life. But for some reason, I'm feeling that it has to do with a friend. Maybe a friend that you are thinking about doing business with. Or, let me see. A friend that you were doing business with, or maybe somebody that you are doing business with. Not too sure about that. But definite conflict. But remember that, Adriana, the sword has two edges. So what you cut out of your life is also going to hurt you as well. Potentially. But it will heal. It will heal. Okay? And it's something that's been coming for a while and you've had your eye on it. Okay. So, Who is next? Adriana, I hope that applied to you. Maybe it's just saying you should go and watch The Lost Boys. Maybe that's what it's saying. Hey, Delia. Thank you for giving me that review on Google. That's something else you guys can do. You can go on Google and you can actually leave me a review. Yeah, you can do that, everybody. So, I know, bizarre, right? Let's see. This is what Adriana has to say. All right, good, perfect. Because this has been going on for a long time. Long time, okay? Hi, Carrie. Hello, hello. So, let's see. Wendy Klein, you're next. And again, you guys didn't answer me. What do you think of this layout? The background and stuff. Do you think it's too busy? Do you think it's too funky? Let me know. Seriously, just in the comments. Because I'm trying out Melon, of all things. Melon and I, we actually got into it, and I do mean that. A phone call was made. I waited on hold for a half hour, and I probably yelled at some poor man for about 20 minutes. All right. Perfect. Good. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback, everybody. So this is for Wendy. I like it a lot better than StreamYard. So, this is my background. The flowers here, Carrie. And thank you, Delia. All right, so Wendy, you are getting an oracle card. You are getting one of the Whispers of Healing oracle, okay? Been using these a lot lately because of all the stuff that's been going on. Ah, Wendy. When are you going to start focusing on your well-being? You are losing focus of you. And you are blending in too much with everything that you are doing. You need to be, okay, I'm going to say it the way I'm hearing it. You need to be known. Everybody deserves to be known, right? But you need to be known for what energy you are putting into the things that you are doing. Not just being a blend with everybody else. People need to know that you are the support structure that's holding everything up. So understand, right now it's time for you to focus on your personal well-being. And that's emotional, that's physical, that's all the above. Okay? Because if the emotional starts to get a little haywire with anxiety, with stress, right? Then the physical starts to feel it. And it's a circle. Because then the physical, you're like, I don't have time for this. And then the emotional starts to kick out even more cortisol, more stuff. And then the physical gets worse. And then you get even more upset. And then everybody around you feels it and gets upset. And it's just this ripple effect, right? So this is your card. You need to focus on you. And as you can see, right? She's looking right at you. Right at you. Okay? So I hope that is you right now. Okay. There we go. You can relate to that card too? Okay. I think we all can, actually. Hi, Amy. My sister's here, everybody. What do you think of the new layout, Amy? Everybody say yay. This is my sister. All right. So let's see here. Let me scroll back a little here. Natasha, are you still here? Natasha, are you still here? Howl and Natasha. Speak or forever hold your peace, people. Oh, I see Natasha's here. Yep, okay. Natasha, you're getting a card. And you're getting an oracle card as well. Let's see here. This card feels really weird. I get it. This card says a lot about you right now, Natasha. Compassion. Now, I hope you can see that there's a little bunny right here. Little bunnies everywhere, okay? So you need to show compassion not only to yourself, but you also need to show others compassion for the efforts that they are putting in. Because right now, these little bunnies, that's their home. And they just so happen to be making their home in your roots because you're a tree. Okay, this is you. So, showing yourself compassion. And as you can see by the expression on her face, right? She's looking at them. The bunnies are looking up at her like, hey, what's going to happen? And everything about this card is very, very green and yellow. And I realize there are some oranges, but for me, the colors that stand out, Natasha, are green and yellow, which stand for the heart chakra and also the solar plexus. So the more you do for you, and I realize that might seem impossible right now, but the more you do for you, and the more compassionate you are to others right now, the better you are going to feel. And that probably seems as absurd as it could possibly get. But the yellow is the solar plexus, and that's where the wind can get knocked right out of your sails, right? Hitting right here underneath the sternum, a little bit below the sternum, a little bit above the belly button, right? So understand, show yourself some compassion. And by doing so, you will be showing others compassion as well. And things will change. Okay? Don't do it. What do you mean don't do it? What was I not supposed to do? I wasn't paying attention. Did I do something bad? Natasha, don't come through the computer and slap me. Don't do it. Don't do it. What's this animal over here? Now I gotta put on some glasses to see what this other animal is. Natasha says don't do it. What'd I do? Okay, let's see here. We have all kinds of animals here, everybody, which I just couldn't see because I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, as you can tell. All right? So maybe I should keep them on. But anyway, back here, we have some deer. Okay? We also have what looks like a little groundhog here. And then right here, which I didn't notice, is a little bird that's actually chirping. And birds are messengers. So this bird is actually talking to you. And you are actually listening to the bird that's delivering the message. So this is a really great card. This is not a bad card. No, not a bad card. It's a good card. Good, and you're working on it. No, not a bad card. I would have censored it. I would have been like, no, hell no, no, no. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's scroll back here. Allison Moody, are you still here? No, don't worry about that, Natasha. What you just said about the Mayo Clinic? No, don't worry about that. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, Allison Moody, are you still? Oh, right. You're getting a card. Hey, people, don't forget. Send me those stars. And if you caught me earlier, you'll know why I'm saying it like that. It's tacky, but it's a Lost Boys reference, okay? That some people, some of y'all haven't seen the Lost Boys, and that's just like blasphemous, okay? I'm sorry to say. Blasphemous. And I didn't say anything there, so don't worry. Okay. So, Allison Moody. All right. Itchy nose. Allergy season. Which probably won't exist, if you know what I'm getting at here. If you jump down rabbit holes like I do. You know, just like the cold and flu didn't exist for how many years? But anyway, besides that, okay, besides that. Now, okay, Allison, you have the 8 of air. Now, these are swords. So I have to ask you, what are you doing? Allison, are you lamenting the loss of those feathers? Or are those your own feathers while you are perched up there on this cloud? I mean, I get the feeling almost that you have gotten rid of somebody from your life, or somebody has walked out, and that this is you basically going, oh, yeah, that happened. Like looking down. And remember, that sword has 2 sides. Okay? Now, the 9 of swords, or the 9 of air, traditionally shows somebody just kind of sitting up, right? And they're like, oh man, because they know the inevitable is coming. Because then the 10 of swords shows somebody face down with 10 swords in their back, meaning that there's nowhere to go but up from there, because the worst that's been done has been done, right? So this is like the precursor to all that. So what's going on in your world, Allison? You really have to take notice of what your friendships are doing, what your relationships are doing, what people around you are doing, okay? And how honest they are being with you right now. That's another key here, okay? Because you might have some people saying, oh yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, that's great that you did that. Yeah. But they might have their own agenda. You've been working too hard? Oh, I think we all have. I think we all have. Okay. So I hope that helps, Allison, because that also means if you are working too hard, then ask yourself, why Is it that people are taking advantage of you? To what end? Okay? Ask yourself. And people are being very harsh. I have to tell you, watch your back. Okay? Watch your back. And I'm not saying that don't be paranoid and be like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. No. Go about your day to day. But don't go out of your way to do the work for others. It's as I often say, the backbone that you have is only meant to support you. Period. Not anybody else. So if you can't take it, if you cannot take any more of anybody else's weight on your shoulders, it's time to speak up. It's time to speak up. And don't be ashamed, because they'll try to do that, especially when dealing with swords. Okay? Hey, Rhonda. All right. So I hope that helped. Good advice? Okay, good. Now let's see here. I'm right. Well, thank you. Let's see here. Let's scroll back. Heidi Leister. Are you still here? Heidi. Going once. Going twice. 3 times. Anybody? Heidi ho. Heidi ho. Heidi. Yo. Do we know what that song is? That's Cab Calloway. Oh, Randy needs a reading. Okay. All right. Well, since Heidi Leister did not respond, I'm going to click over here. All right. And I'm kind of being drawn to do Oracle, Heather. Yeah, I'm thinking she's gone too, Sierra. Okay. Is this like way too bright, or is it just me? I don't know what's going on with my light. I think it's trying to... Did anybody see the sun tonight? The sunset? I swear. The sun looked artificial to me. If Amy's on here right now, she's being like, shut up, Rachel. Shush. But I swear it looked artificial. I swear. But it was just, I don't know. If it's ever possible for it to be too bright. I know, Carrie. Hold on. If it was ever possible for the sun to be too bright, it was too bright tonight. Are you going to squeal on me, Natasha? Okay. Heather, here's Randy's card. Wow. Okay. Well, is Randy listening? Heather, is Randy listening? Commit to happiness. It's up to him whether or not he wants to be happy. A lot of change has to happen. A lot of transformation has to happen. in his life. As you can see, with all of these butterflies everywhere. Okay? And obviously, heading out into nature is like the comfort zone. But you have to commit. This is going to be a hard job. A lot of hard work ahead of Randy. Because sometimes we get used to like the status quo and keeping the status quo, meaning just keeping everything nice and balanced and even, and just keeping our blinders on and doing what we're told. Now it's time for Randy to break out of the mold. So, Randy, whatever it was that you thought that you couldn't do, almost like that fantasy life that you wanted to have for yourself, now's the time to do it. But you have to commit to it. Meaning every ounce, every fiber of your being, you have to put toward it for it to happen. And I hope that helped. Okay. Okay, Carrie. Let me know if that helped. Randy. Or Heather. Oh, one of you guys, let me know, okay? All right, Carrie, you're getting a actual tarot card. You're welcome, Heather. Yeah, Amy probably just showed up and is not here. Oh, absolutely. And don't forget, guys, you can send me stars now. Okay. And if Andrea were still here, she'd be like, maybe Andrea's watching The Lost Boys right now. Okay, so Carrie, you have the King of Fire. So, for as much as the King of Fire can burn someone, and he's gotten to that plateau and that wisdom, right? And being able to control that fire, as you can see, it's all centered around the heart. So, meaning all fire-handed people, okay? And I always tell a fire-handed person this, that you have to maintain your interests. So if there's something really absurd that you're just like suddenly have this strange idea like, oh, I'm going to be a pastry chef. Well, baby step it and start learning different types of pastry on your own. And then if you want to really get certified in it, then go ahead, get certified, do whatever. If you want to go to school, whatever. Try it, but you have to keep feeding that fire. Now, the thing is that you have the King of Fire here. So who in your life is representative of somebody that can help you, but can also burn you to ashes if they wanted to? That's who you have to be very trepidatious around right now. Okay? And by that, I mean like walk on eggshells. Because, as I said, yeah, the sun is sending out so many waves of energy that it's bombarding all of the HSP, meaning the highly sensitive people, all the empaths, right? All the clairs, everybody who can feel and in the know, right? You understand what I'm getting at? Are getting bombarded with a lot of fire. So, the colors in this card, I'm also going to point out, have to do with sacral and also root and solar plexus. So you might want to focus on those things if you do go and get a Reiki attunement, okay? Or any kind of Reiki work done, because it will help you feel better. But understand, there's somebody that you have to be on eggshells with right now because they've taken on a lot. And is that person you? Have you taken on too many things at the moment? It is possible for a fire person to take on too many things. It is. And then their friends and family start nagging at them about, you're always doing things and never finishing it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Natasha. Natasha's saying she hates that feeling. Yeah, I hear you. Well, thank you, Carrie. Thank you for sending me some stars. Thank you. So, this is the perfect card for you at the moment? Okay. Understand there's a lot of wisdom in it. And Natasha just wants to hide in her room. And so does Cindy. Where's that? Cindy wants to hide in her room too. I don't know where Cindy's comment went. There we go. Ah, I have trouble waking up in the morning. I don't know. I have been. I've been having trouble waking up in the morning. So, who is next? Cindy, would you like a card? Or did I do a card for you? Did I do a card for you, Cindy? And everybody that's been here from the beginning, if you could just say, hey, I'm still here. Yo, you forgot me. I'd appreciate it. You've stayed in your room 3 days now. Carrie, cut that out. Cut it out. You gotta go outside. You know that. It's all good. It's all good, Hal. Don't worry. You'll just have to watch the replay. You're like, shut up. Okay. So let's see. Kimberly Lynn is still here. All right. Well, yeah, that's the fire hand. You're taking on too much stuff, Carrie. You're taking on too much stuff. So prioritize. Okay? Prioritize. Remember, I did ask if it was you that was taking on too many things. And this is a feel kind of time, too. Loretta's still here? Okay. 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 So we have two Kimberly. So Kimberly Lynn is getting a card. And Kimberly, you are getting a tarot card. Rhonda, okay. Okay. Hey, everybody who is local to me here in Ohio, I have an event coming up on April 3rd over at Salon Mystic in Austintown / Canfield / Youngstown. It's that gray area of Mahoning County. I'm going to be doing a painting and Reiki class. So that's more of an event, actually. So we're painting, and then based on whatever colors you choose, we'll actually be able to tell me where you need Reiki the most. And then I will perform chair Reiki on you. And I'm cooking, I'm making food for the event. Everything is provided. And you get to go home with 2 paintings. that you make, because after the chair Reiki, then we go into the second painting so that you can see the difference that the Reiki made. Just wanted to tell you that. Hey, Marcia. You are very welcome. Okay, so Kimberly Lynn. Another fire card. 9 of fire. So why are you trying to get rid of things? I have to ask this, because there is some transformation happening here. The 9 of fire, always 9 of wands, meaning that everything's kind of being thrown at a situation because there's an inevitable change that is occurring and has to occur, okay? And you can see here, way down here, everything is kind of burning away and changing into this little fae. Hope you can see that that is a little fae, okay? Because that's what she is herself. See the ears here, okay? So understand, change is everywhere right now. And embrace this change, because this is actually a good change. This is a change for the better. So this is getting rid of the stuff that no longer serves you and recognizing those things that you have overlooked that were so minute in detail that because of the bigger picture of things that they've kind of, your vision of them has kind of been obscured from your view, okay? So it's now, since everything is being cleared away and burned away, it's like, oh, wait, I have all this. So there's going to be renewed interest. There's going to be renewed insight. There's going to be things are going to feel lighter and happier for you. Okay? But you have to focus, because there's a lot of them, as you can see. Look at all of them everywhere. Just kind of everywhere, okay? So, the energy that you put into what you are doing is going to transform into something else. Kind of a weird statement to make, but understand it's for the best. It is. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's see here. So that was Kimberly Lynn. Now we have Loretta. Okay, Loretta. Miss Loretta. Yeah. You are welcome, Kimberly Lynn. Okay. Loretta, here's your card. You are getting an oracle card. Oh, interesting. You have the choice card. This card doesn't pop up very often, everybody. There are options in every one of these bubbles. Different avenues, different routes that a life can go in. And I hope that you can see that. That there are different images in them, okay? So by saying that, understand that whichever path you decide to take, Loretta, it's divine intervention, because we have peacock feathers here. Okay, we do have peacock feathers, and that is a form of protection, and you're wearing them. Okay, so it's meant to be. You are meant at this moment in time to have kind of like the buffet in front of you. Is the like, well, here you go. You can pick whichever you want. That's the point that you're at in your life right now. So, whichever direction you go in, whatever plate you choose from, you're going to be okay. You will. But don't be afraid to choose. That's the first step. Okay? And you do have a part in it. You do. Because guess what? You are creating the steps for all of the, for like leading up to this moment, for you to have all these options, because you're the one blowing the bubbles. You're the one blowing the bubbles. So just choose. Choose. Okay. And let's see, because my brain is completely Kimberly Zick. I did not do you yet, correct? I don't think I did. You are getting a tarot card. Okay. So I hope that helped, Loretta. Okay. Okay, Hal, I won't forget you. I mean, how could we? I mean, yep, Kimberly. Okay, here's your card, Kim. Oh, you have the messenger of Earth, too. And as I always said, don't kill the messenger. Okay? But there's something that you've been ignoring. And as you can tell by the expression on her face, she's like, what has to happen here? Do I have to slap you to wake you up? Now, the thing with Earth, which is pentacles, which is coins, right? It's all about attainment. It's all about wealth. It's about growth. It's about personal, like, enhancing who you are, right? That growth that we all need, right? So, it's time for a change. If you want things to get better in your life, it is up to you to do it. Because you have something that you have been putting on the back burner for way too long, Kim, and you know it. You know it. So the messenger here is like, hey, yo. It's like, hey now. Wakey wakey, Kim. Now's the time. Because what is the next card after this? We have the Knight. So then you got to fight for it. Whereas maybe a couple years ago, you might not have had to have fought for it, I should say. Might have been easier to get things done. But here you are now. You put it on the back burner. It's not too late. It's not too late. But you're going to have to work a little bit harder for it. Okay? There are going to be naysayers. So, what this is about, you tell me. But I will tell you this, Kim. Get out there. Get outside. Get outside. Go earthing if possible, meaning just take your shoes and socks off. Stand on the ground for 5 minutes. And you will have clarity again. Because I feel like you have a lot on your mind. Like too much on your mind. So understand that's probably why this particular goddess is like, hey, come on now, wakey wakey, okay? So as soon as that fog lifts, and if you go earthing, it will. Trust me, scientifically proven things will get more clear for you, and you will reach that goal that you have that you haven't really told people about. What's your goal, Kim? Do you know what your goal is? What's your goal? Okay. Everybody, she knows what her goal is. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's scroll over how. Well, let's see. And just because I've completely lost my mind. Cindy, I pulled a card for you. Oh. Cindy, did I do that? I need to make a list. I tell you, people. I turned 50 and it's just going downhill from here. You know what I'm saying? My brain. I didn't do a card for you, Cindy? Okay. Send this. You're getting a card. Okay. Oh, you're getting an oracle card. I didn't say that. Cindy. I get the feeling that somebody... Now, give me a second here, okay? Don't flip out when I say this, but I get the feeling someone's using you. Because this card is about sincere relationships. So who are those people around you that if you fell would just be like, oh, Cindy, here, let me help you? Or would you have to call out and say, hey, I need some help here? There's a big difference between those types of relationships, between those two types, isn't there? Some people like to have others around for their ideas. And I think for some reason that might be what's happening here. They're gleaning, meaning kind of pulling concepts and ideas from you while saying that they are a sincere friend. And that's always a really hard thing to say and a hard thing to hear, okay? But just this card is a reminder to say you really need to look around you to understand who is a sincere friend and who isn't. Because you might be putting your trust in people that just won't have your back when it comes, time for push or shove, So be a little leery of that and wary of that and aware of it. This is your card, Cindy. Okay. So it's not as bad as it might feel. But to be betrayed just to be used is a very hard thing to swallow. So understand it's just because you are stronger than they are and that you have more to bring to the table than they do or that they think they do. So remind yourself of that. Good. Perfect. I'm happy that you understood it. Okay. Okay, Loretta. Have a good night. Okay. So, let's see. Now, Rhonda, are you still here? See how? Ladies first. Ladies first, Hal. Rhonda, are you still here? Rhonda. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. I gotta take a moment here. You're getting an oracle card. Listen, I don't know. I just went by what my energy centers told me. Look how Cindy feels bad. I'm not being mean to Hal, trust me. Oh my god. Okay. So Rhonda. Okay. Oh, we have a good card for you, Rhonda. So have you been focusing on mediumship lately? Rhonda? Why, you might ask? You have the growth card. And all the colors in here, communication, 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 transformation. Communication, transformation. So you have been, Rhonda, focusing on mediumship because you're also using your crown chakra a lot. You're also using your third eye a lot. You're also a lot of what has brought you to this point, meaning sacral and solar plexus stuff, has gotten you to a point where if you absolutely yes, okay. So because you're ready. You're 100% ready. So if you have not been, you're 100% ready to. So this is where I am going to ask you, do you have a library? Meaning, do you know what it means to have a library? And I don't mean a room that you can go in that has a bunch of books in it, or the building that is a library that has a lot of books that you could check out. I mean, whatever type of mediumship you are getting into, it's growth. And it's something that you are meant to be involved in, okay? But also, in order to grow, you're going to have to identify what those messages that you receive mean to you on a sacral level. So you're going to have to dive deep into stuff that you might find kind of like trauma that's trapped in you, because that's what sacral is. It's not the most horrible trauma, but it's just stuff that sticks with us, right? And that's where you're going to find the images. And that's how a lot of spirits are going to try to connect with you, is through the stuff that you have been through. So I really get that feeling. So just flat out ask them, because that's what this blue is, this communication. Communicate, communicate, communicate. And I don't even really know what, I'm going to be honest here. I don't even really know what I'm getting at. I'm saying it as I feel it. All right. So why did it click on Natasha laughing? There we go. That was Natasha laughing at Howl's karma, not anything to do with you, Rhonda. But you do understand that, okay? Because it's like I came to this conclusion a couple months ago, right? It's like you can talk the talk and you can walk the walk, right? But you can't really, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying you loosely. It's a loose term, right? I'm not saying you personally. But I'm saying that people do that all the time, right? But if you do not experience whatever is being spoken of, then you don't have knowledge as to what effect it has. Therefore, without that knowledge, you're not going to have the wisdom to give to somebody. And you're not going to have that wisdom to apply it. You follow? So that's how they are going to try to communicate with you. So focus on that. Hope I explained that I hope I explained that well enough. I tried. I tried. It's a little convoluted. What can I say? Everything about mediumship's kind of convoluted. All right. Now, I think we're down to the last one. Okay. You are welcome, Rhonda. Now, where is he? Where's Howl? There he is. Now, which cards do you get? Let me see what's being said here. I'm going to pick this one. There we go. There we go. All right. You. Okay. How you are getting a tarot card. Now I'm shuffling these puppies. Oh, hush yourself. It's not always something extreme. Now watch me pull judgment, right? I hate the judgment card. I don't care what any other card reader says. I hate the judgment card. It freaks everybody out. It does. Can't get the card. No, but you got transformation. Which is pretty much judgment. Didn't hear me say it. Didn't hear me say it. This is a dramatic card. So there's going to be big change for you. How? A big change. Okay? The imagery is there. So understand the things that you have held in the palm of your hand, like you felt like you have been in control, right? It's all gonna just like thanks to my Grand Mabel who is talking to me right now. Like the sands in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Okay? That's what this card basically is. What goes up must come down. You are going, and I think in all actuality, you and I may have discussed this because this is about work, this is about personal life, this is about starting something completely brand new, picking up and I just knocked something over. Picking up that I'm gonna have to pick up, right? Picking up and starting over like completely brand new. Transformation. Like I put that French spin on it there. Transformation. You're gonna have to go through it. Buckle up. Oh, I'm not posting what you just said. I'm not putting it up there on the screen. I'm not doing that. You said a bad word. He said a bad word, everybody. No bueno. But yeah, even Natasha says, I told him, yeah. Focus on this. How sometimes change is needed and we can't even recognize it. We get stuck into a pattern of thought or a pattern of being a certain way. And the universe, as they say, the quickest way to see or to make God laugh is to make plans. That's this card. So if you thought everything was, going along smoothly, there's a lot of transformation ahead of you. Buckle up, Buttercup. Will you get through it? 100%. And I'll tell you why. The numerology. And don't pay attention to the fact that that's a 13, because actually 13 is a feminine number and is a lucky number for women, okay? But besides all that, if you add those two numbers together, you get a 4, which is a foundation card. Foundation number, okay? And you can't build anything without a solid foundation. So, with this transformation, you are going to have a solid foundation to build from. So, you can panic, you can scream, you can kick and scream and just do whatever and pout and whatever and claw at the wall, but this is needed. Okay? I hope that helped. You can't build anything that's going to last without a solid foundation. You're going to have one with this transformation. You will. Focus on that. Okay. So, everybody, I am not in the mood for this song. I'm not in the mood for that song. Okay, here we go. So, that is, let's see, I hope it's not my mental health. No, it's not. No. How, in all actuality, I think that it's job. I think that it's just those like day to day activities that we get used to and ways and certain ways of thinking that we get used to. It's going to be like panning for gold. That's what you're going through right now. is all the crap is going to be sifted out. With emotion, there's going to be emotion because that's transformation, always brings emotion. So that's the water floating through the little sifting thing, right? When you're panning for gold, right? But in the end, you're going to end up with gold. And that to me is a wonderful thing. Okay? So just hang in there. It has nothing to do with mental stability or anything like that. It just has to do with a change of environment, a change of pattern, a change. Yeah. See, even Cindy is saying a change is good sometimes. And how you said it. Yeah. Yeah. And good night, Rhonda. I hope that helped what I had to say. And Natasha is saying you're going to be fine, Hal. And you better listen to her, okay? Above and beyond me, you better listen to her. You know why. So, okay. That is me for tonight, everybody. Yeah, see, gold. Hello. That's right. So, that's me for tonight. This went smoother than I thought it would, actually. Um, with this new format with Melon, I just wish that I could get that little logo thingy off the corner there, but it is what it is, right? So, please, if you have any questions at all, reach out to me. And also, if you would like to have a appointment or anything with me, like private appointment, you can find me there. elementalintentions.com. You can book Blink, you could book all different kinds of things. Palm reading, we can do it online, tarot cards, all different kinds of stuff. Obviously, the chair Reiki has to be in person, so if you do book through the website, make sure to tell me that it's in person or it's going to be online, okay? Because, like, if you're in the UK, I'm not flying over there to, like, give you no chair Reiki, okay? I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, bueno. Oh, Sarah, I've been thinking about you. I have. Oh, I miss you. I miss you. We're gonna have to hang out soon. We're gonna have to hang out. I'll message you. I'll message you. Okay. But everybody, good night, and hang in there. And I swear to you, if it feels like you are lost, you are not lost. You are loved. You are. And if in doubt, reach out to me. I'm here. I treat others the way I would want to be treated. So, remember you're loved above all else. And have a great night. Bye, everyone.